Hey everybody, it's V, the Tax Lien Strategist. So I'm up kind of late, just finished doing some interviews on a couple of radio stations, and so I'm now about to answer two questions that was in my email. I like to answer those questions in the form of these videos because there are other people who may have the same question. So this one will be very, very brief. Let's see. The first one says or asks, when someone tells you that they want to buy your home fast, what do you say? Okay. So if you're not interested at all, just say thanks, but my property's not for sale. Don't say anything else. That's all you got to say in the conversation. Because you see, these investors, they don't give up. They're determined to get your property for nothing, or to find out how much, to weigh you out and to kind of find out what you know so they can know how vulnerable you may be. Okay? So don't say anything. I'm not interested, and end the conversation. They may even say things like, we have people tell us all the time some of the things that investors have said to them. Why they believe them, I don't know. I'm going to have to go into a safe space with only us to talk to my people about why is it, because I really want to know. You just believe anybody that can come up and can tell you anything. When we realize as a collective that we're involved, that we're in a war, maybe you'll get it then. But you don't have to lose everything before you realize it. We've been at war, okay? You all are going to have to stop being, so kind and so embracing and so understanding, because people target us. They target us to take from us, especially real estate. Okay? We've talked a lot in groups and workshops and meetings how it was never intended for us to own property in America, spelled with 3 Ks. And they have been trying to take it from us, government sanctioned and all, for a lot of years. It just makes my job harder. After we warn you all, and then you turn around and you just believe anything that 2 pair of lips come up and tell you. They target you because you go to church. They target you because you're a Christian, because they think that makes you weak. So you've got to listen, and you've got to trust that we are hip to these predatory investors. We've been doing this for a very long time. We're investors, and we know these predators and how they operate. We're trying to help save your property, trying to help save your generational wealth. So let me continue. I had to make some notes because I can go on and on and on and get off topic. So if you don't want to tell them things, but my property's not for sale. If you're skeptical or annoyed, ask them, why do you think I want to sell fast? What do you know about this house that I don't know? Okay? Now this puts pressure back on them, and it signals that you're not easily manipulated. Okay? If you're curious but still cautious, which you should be. I'm not in a rush, but I'm open to hearing what you're offering. Just know I'll be consulting my own real estate advisor. Tell them that. If you want to shut down shady behavior, say, I've done my research and I know the value of my home and my rights. I'm not selling under pressure. That's why they take you fast, because they don't want you to think. They don't want you to have time. And stop making deals with people without a contract. They come to you when they first meet you and they offer you 20 grand over the taxes, if there's taxes. They're not taxes on all these properties. They're not taxes owed. They offer you 20 grand. By the time you get to the closing, they bring a check for 7,000. They bring a check for 7,000. So why do they think you're going to take 7,000 when you agree to 20? Because now you've packed to move. Now you've gotten into more expense. Don't be so anxious. Always consult with someone. They're not going anywhere. Understand you're being targeted. If you're being offered 20,000, that's peanuts. I don't care what it is. It's laughable. Stop it, okay? Stop being a target, okay? If you, I just want y'all to understand that you don't have to fall for that we'll buy your home fast track, okay? Predatory investors are targeting our community, especially seniors, long-time residents, and those facing financial hardship. With fast cash offers that seem too good to be true, and they often offer far below market value, push for quick closings to pressure you into selling, exploit title issues, tax problems, or home repairs, use fear, confusion, or urgency as tactics, disrupt generational wealth by flipping our homes, but they get the profit. They get big profits after they do that. Okay? Before signing anything, consult a trusted advisor, someone from your community, not their community. Understand your rights and the actual value of your property. Explore help available to resolve tax or title issues without selling. You don't have to sell to survive. You don't have to give away your home to move forward. That's what I want you to do. I want you to pay attention. I want you not to be so fast. I want you to shut down any conversation. I want you not to listen to them speak too many words, because their job is to remain there until they've gotten you hooked. Do not sign, never make deals unless you have a contract. A contract is a meeting of the minds, okay? It's the only thing that you're going to have that's going to prove what your conversation was and prove what they initially offered you. Now, you have to understand this. A lot of people are wholesalers out there, and they're supposed to let you know that they're not the end buyer. They're not going to do that because they don't want you to know that they're going to make a profit off of it. So a lot of times the assignment contract may be done between them and the end buyer, may be done at the title company, and you're signing papers, you won't even know what it is. But the way it works is wholesalers come through, offer you very little, and then they assign their interest in the property. So what's their interest in the property now? The interest in the property that they've gotten from you, if you agree to sell it to them. Now they have an interest in the property, but they're going to assign that interest to an end buyer, and you're not knowing anything about it. Talk to people, get people's opinion, get people's advice, even if you can't afford an attorney. They target us because they know that we don't have our reparations. They know we don't have our generational wealth. They know that. And so that we're targeted. Don't move so fast. You don't have to sell. There are too many remedies to that. We can help you set up payment arrangements, or there's a lot can be done, but you don't have to give your property away. I'm going to end this video right here and do another one before I go to bed to answer someone else's question. And we'll be talking the rest of the weekend about some of the things that these predatory investors say and how they lie and what they do to trick you out of your property. And I will talk to you soon. Talk to you on the next one.